I'd just like to show you a radio I only became aware of a couple of days ago. I saw it and I ordered it up from Amazon in the UK. And this is an XHData D220. It's a portable radio. Cost me around 13 UK pounds. It's a very compact little radio. I'll just show you the box. You can see it comes in a variety of colours. And it covers FM, medium wave and shortwave. And it comes in the box just with a very basic little instruction manual, which is there. But it doesn't tell us an awful lot because it's a very simple radio really to use. We'll just put it there. And you will see the size. It's reminiscent of the miniature portable radios I remember as a kid. I remember my grandfather giving me a medium wave only, AM only radio that was about this kind of same size and shape as this, but of course this has now got 4 bands. We'll just see from the side there, we've got the band switch. That switches between FM1, FM2, medium wave and short wave, and then we've got a headphone jack, 3.5mm headphone jack there. On the other side, we've got two wheels. One is the on-off and volume control, and then we have a rotary tuning control here. On the top, we just have a pull-out telescopic whip. On the rear of the radio, we've got a little tilt stand, okay, which pops out like that. We've got a battery compartment, 2 AA batteries in the battery compartment. And we've got the band coverage here on the rear of the radio. So we've got FM, the standard FM band, 87 to 108 megahertz. The second FM band covers 64 to 108 megahertz. So you've got the lower end of the band, which I think is certainly in the past was used in Eastern Europe. We've got medium wave coverage from 522 to 1728 kilohertz. And we've got shortwave coverage of 5.6 to 22 megahertz. And it says there we've got 2 AA batteries to power the radio. Now, this radio does work. I was running it last night and it was quite interesting. Seems quite sensitive on medium wave and reasonable on FM. Reasonably sensitive on shortwave too. The only drawback with this radio, and I'll try and zoom in a little for you. If we look here at the tuning scale, you've only got 1 shortwave band. And you'll see the shortwave band on the scale covers between 5.6 and 22 megahertz. That is crammed into a very small space of dial. What that means is it's very, very hard to tune accurately. A tiny movement on the tuning control, and you can see the tuning sort of pointer up here. A tiny movement on that tuning control and you will skip tens of kilohertz, if not hundreds of kilohertz. It's not too bad on the FM band because it's a little bit more spaced out. And similarly, medium wave, we've got 520 to 1730. So we've got what, about 1.2 megahertz of spectrum across the whole scale. So it's possible to reasonably accurately tune on medium wave, but shortwave, last night for example I was listening on the 49 and 41 meter bands and 5.6 and you've got 8 megahertz there, so all of my listening 49 meters and 41 meters are crammed into that tiny little bit of spectrum there. So tuning is difficult on shortwave, very difficult. But the sensitivity is there and the audio quality isn't bad. I'll just see if we can hear anything on shortwave. We're indoors obviously at the moment. I'll switch down to the shortwave band here and we'll turn the radio on. Bit of interference being picked up. Let's go up to the maybe 17 megs around there. I think we're somewhere around 15 megs, possibly 13, I don't know. So we're probably 22 meter band there, 13 megs. Hopefully you can see just how sensitive the tuning is. Go back up.
Then those were voted for him to say, on day one, I'm doing...
Okay, we'll have a little look at the medium wave band. Just see what we can pick up there. I'll just take the... unfortunately, this is quite sensitive to interference, this little radio, and it is picking some up from the camera I'm using as well, so that's not helping, but it's not ideal indoors on the very short telescopic whip, as you can see. Put the whip down anyway for medium wave. And let's see if we can pick up some local stations. Not an awful lot around in the day.
I went and watched a couple of episodes of the first series, so I know what we're dealing with. I'm a journalist to do my research.
Well done, Haley.
Hey, you're welcome.
Probably hear the quality improve as I move it away from the camera.
It's kind of a light-hearted show
A bit
about
of interference off the camera, unfortunately.
And for me, it wasn't. But before you tell us what's on your show, apparently you were telling me.
And finally, we'll have a little look at FM. As I always say, I'm not in a good spot here for FM, but let's see what we can pick up, if anything.
I'm just worried about whether the plane will land or not. But as soon as it lands, everyone...
Can you see how sensitive the tuning is?
Suddenly I used to be, scared of flying. So now when... I'm going for it. Like, you did such a good job. I didn't feel anything. But apparently... Serve Penzance, Roll Ballet Sinfonia here on Classic FM Requests. Thank you for your email. At that point,
Yeah, but he doesn't clap that. He thinks this is
he
a bit
doesn't.
daft.
He's like, what is wrong with you people?
Okay, well, you picked a little bit up on FM, which isn't bad down here, believe you me, because some radios don't pick anything up in this location on band 2 FM. I'll show you in another video a clip of a nighttime band scan. There'll be a lot more to hear on medium wave on AM. tuning on AM, as I said before, isn't too bad with this. It's just difficult on shortwave. Maybe it's a bit of a knack because the band is so crammed that it's very, very difficult to tune carefully on shortwave. But I'll show you. We had a little look and we picked a little bit up on 15 megahertz and 13 megahertz, the higher bands, which is to be expected this time of day. All in terms of tuning aids, there aren't any. You've just got a power LED here, which obviously illuminates when you switch the radio on. It does. It's quite a bright LED, so in fact at night, and again I'll try and show you this, it illuminates the whole case pretty much when it's switched on. It was quite an interesting effect. The radio is quite sensitive, I must say that. I think it's quite sensitive on FM, medium wave and shortwave. It's just that very, very precise tuning. I'm told that it doesn't do stereo. I haven't tried the jack here to see whether that's a stereo jack, but I don't think in any event that this receives FM stereo. It's very lightweight. As I say, Amazon in the UK, about 13 UK pounds. I'll put the dollars equivalent in the video. You could probably get it a little bit cheaper on AliExpress, but not much. It wasn't worth, I think I could have got it maybe £1 UK pound cheaper or something like that on AliExpress. So really not worth the wait in that case. Cheap enough on Amazon. Sort of thing you can put in your pocket. It's slim enough and light enough to go in a jacket or shirt pocket maybe. And you know, at this cost, you're not going to worry if it gets damaged or lost. It's sufficient for casual tuning around, a little band scan. If you're out and about and you just want to know what can I pick up. For serious shortwave listening at least, probably not because of the difficulty in tuning, but we look at that in a little bit more depth. There it is, the XHData D220. So I know I said that the D220 here is quite difficult to tune, and it is. But on a dog walk here with my little friend Daisy, not very far from my home, but it's pretty quiet here. And this little thing is so lightweight, you can just throw it in your pocket and you know it really works rather well for that purpose. And having FM and medium wave is a bonus. And we're on the shortwave band here now.
In these areas by promoting transparency
Chinese
and
station.
ethical practice in
I
business.
think it's a 16 meter band, 17 odd megs. And we're in a quiet spot here, away from any housing. And that would, I would say, that's the 20 meter amateur band actually, because we can't resolve SSB with this radio. There's CW there. So that will be 22 meters, 13 megs. And we'll just flip up quickly to FM. So that's a very quick one-handed tune run. As you can see, I'm keeping a tight leash on my friend here. This actually works reasonably well. It is, even on FM, the tuning is very precise. You really need to hold it with, you know, with two hands, but it does work. Picked up Radio New Zealand earlier in the house this morning on 13755, 22 meters. So for what it is, for 13 UK pounds, do you know what? I'm fairly impressed with this XHData D220.